As beautiful as windsurfing can be, the equipment and the technique can be quite complex. With so many different factors combined, well, the possible mistakes are practically endless. And with all these different factors, somehow there are a few mistakes that I see happen all the time. They appear across different skill levels and they can seriously impact fun and performance on the water. Here are the 3 most common trimming and rigging mistakes and how to correct them. I also prepared a checklist for you guys, which you can take to the beach.
Mistake number 1, too little downhole tension. Here's how you can find your perfect downhole tension.
One of the most common trimming and rigging mistakes I see is too little downhole tension. This is often combined with too much outhaul tension. And while this is a technique I've recommended to you in a previous video, I will link it down below, for using a fin sail on a foil, on the fin it's gonna make things very difficult for you. Let me explain. So the downhole tension is one factor for how much your mast bends and how much the sail at the top comes loose, and therefore how much the sail twists. And the twist of the sail allows the sail to open when the wind hits your sail. When you start planing, the apparent wind does not yet play such a big role, but the more you get into cruising speed, the more the wind will come at a 45-degree angle. And if the upper leech does not open, the sail doesn't twist and you will run into a resistance very soon. And at a certain point you will not go faster, but the pressure will just increase. The pressure in your sail cannot be transferred into speed. And this also creates the effect of the nose of the board getting pushed down onto the water surface. And therefore guys, the right downhole tension and the right amount of loose leech is crucial for easy sailing and maximum performance. The easiest way to find the right downhole tension and the right amount of loose leech is when your sail manufacturer gives you indication points in the sail. If you have that, just make sure to bring the loose leech to somewhere between these 2 points and just trust your sail manufacturer. Every sail brand has a different design philosophy, which is why the perfect downhole tension differs from brand to brand and also from model to model. You now know how it feels when you have too little downhole tension. If you experience that feeling, go ahead and increase the downhole in 0.5 to 1 centimeter steps. In case you were wondering about all this beautiful windsurfing gear behind me, we're in my surf shop, Surf Center, and our big goal is to get as many windsurfers back on the water as there were back in 1976 when Surf Center was founded. So beside creating events like the Ladies' Day, the Deafy Wind Experience, our Wing Festival, we have whatever gear you're looking for, from second-hand price point gear to the latest high-end slalom gear. We ship all over Europe, we make the best deals in the business, and we make sure your gear is rigged well. So yeah, check out our website or just send us a WhatsApp message. The link for everything is down below. All right, back to rigging the sail. So increase the downhaul in 0.5 to 1 centimeter steps and do that until you feel that you have the right amount of downhaul. Here's how you'll know that you have too much downhaul tension. Once you over downhauled your sail, the pressure point will become very undefined. You will constantly move your sail forth and back, and you'll have difficulty finding the right position. The loose leech will open so much that transferring backhand pressure into the pressure on the fin will become very difficult. And then the feeling of pressure in the sail from being in a wind hole compared to being in a gust will feel bigger the more you have your sail over downhauled. And also when entering a gust, the board will feel like it wants to climb and the nose wants to rise. So if these are the problems you're experiencing, then go ahead and decrease the downhaul tension by 0.5 to 1 centimeter until you have the right downhaul tension and everything feels right and you're not experiencing these problems anymore. But be careful guys, because too little backhand pressure can also be a result of having the harness lines too far in the back or having too much downhaul tension.
Mistake number 2, too much outhaul tension. Here's how to find your perfect outhaul tension.
Another frequent misconception is to apply too much tension to the ropes between the outhaul clue and the boom tail end. I've even seen people using their feet to apply tension like this, and with this approach you're gonna completely lose all the shape in the sail. But why is the shape and a deep profile important? Well, a deep profile, such as you have in a slalom racing sail like this one or a foil sail, will give you a more stable feel. So when you hit a gust, for example, you won't feel as out of control and everything will be more stable.
A sail with less shape, on the other hand, is more nervous. Therefore, even maneuver sails are meant to have a slight profile instead of being completely flat. In non-cambered sails, the profile starts shaping once the wind hits the sail. With too much outhaul tension, the sail can't build up a profile. Therefore, it's important to not kill the sail with too much outhaul tension.
On the other hand, having too little outhaul tension will create an inefficient profile. The sail will blow up and will not really release tension anymore. Of course, this is something you can do if the wind is not very strong, when you should actually be on a bigger sail to create some more pressure in the sail, which lets you plane in lighter winds. A good rule of thumb for the right outhaul tension is when you sheet in, that the sail just touches the boom.
And here's mistake number 3, the wrong mast. Here's what to look out for when choosing the mast.
It's widely underestimated how much of an impact the right or wrong mast can have. And that's not only from a performance perspective, but actually the right or wrong mast can even have the same negative effects as too much or too little downhaul or outhaul tension. And as I explained before, different brands have different design philosophies. While some brands, for example, believe in a mast that should flex more towards the top, other brands believe that the mast should bend constantly. This is a rather complex topic, which once was very well explained by Unifiber in a blog post, which I will link down below. But I try to simplify what you need to know. Use a mast that was designed for your sail. The safest option is to use a mast from the same brand as your sail. For example, you're better off with a perfectly matching 65% carbon mast than with a 100% carbon mast with a wrong bend curve. And last but not least, this tutorial is again available as a PDF for all email subscribers. In there we also have a checklist for you, as well as a chart which shows exactly what kind of mast you need for which sail brand. So if you're not signed up yet, you can do so below for free, or even better, become a part of the growing member community. That way you get the PDFs earlier. We have one coming every single month right now. Some of them have some extra content for the members. You'll enter the monthly giveaways. And of course, you're supporting us, so we can bring you more useful information and entertaining content. And with these tips and tricks on how to rig and trim your sail, you'll be safe to avoid the most common mistakes. So now get out there and have fun.